intimidating to apply for a job and go for an interview. There's an added layer of challenge when you have a disability. One misconception people with typical abilities often have is that certain disabilities mean a candidate won't be able to do the work. Before we go any further, though, I want to play a clip. Donovan has heard this a couple times now. It's from an interview with a manager at a nonprofit organization in Grand Rapids. We'll see if for a third time and for you a first time, if you can understand what it says.
For regions, 19 links, 3 permit search, heading level accessibility. Links to the main content, turn off continuous. Filters and topics heading showing results for reading speed, link permit search, heading level free search, for. Heading level free main region. Heading level.
Did it help to hear it a third time?
So I've been trying to make out what it says.
Any
Still
words?
can't.
Okay.
Nope.
That's typical for people who are sighted. The man we interviewed is blind and understood every word. He shared how different abilities in any workplace can serve to make companies better.
So my laptop have a screen reader called JAWS. JAWS stands for like Job Access with Speech.
Usman Karoma didn't need his eyes to know what was in the email I sent him earlier this week.
Teresa Weekly, request for interview Monday.
He is the employment coordinator at the Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired in Grand Rapids. That role includes helping teach people
Each button I press.
with low vision or blindness how to be successful applying for jobs.
And that bias without even knowing that, oh, this person is blind, so they cannot perform the job task without even speaking with them. So right away they are out of the picture.
Does it get tiring having to constantly educate and advocate for yourself?
I just love that challenge to, hey, actually I can do this if this and this is in place.
Karoma was recently part of a meeting with executives at Steelcase. The goal was to find ways to improve accessibility in the hiring process.
They came in, they spent about 2 hours just listening to those individuals.
We absorbed, we asked questions, and in that you have to also show some humility. Like, we know that Steelcase is a fantastic organization and we do our best to create an inclusive workspace, but we also know there's more work to be done.
Karoma says it's important for hiring managers to listen to what tools someone might need to do their job successfully. For example, someone like him, who is blind, may have skills a sighted person can't even imagine.
People who are blind, we use screen reader, actually reads faster. Like I can read, I think my screen reader, the speed is on right now is about 550 words per minute, and I can understand what it's saying.
550 words per minute, that's what he can hear and understand. So I can't remember, what was your guess for what you think the average person can read in terms of words per minute?
I chose 300.
300, okay, which is pretty close. According to a scientific analysis from 2019, the average rate for reading silently in English is 238 words per minute. So if you think about that, he can comprehend information about twice as fast as what we can when it comes to reading or listening.
That is so
what an asset
remarkable.
in a workplace.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And real quickly, his daughters have the same challenges that he does?
What he has is hereditary, and he does have 2 young daughters, and he told me he really wants to make the world better for them so that when they're in the workforce, they don't have to deal with some of the challenges that he has. They have a fundraiser coming up tonight. You can read about it at woodtv.com.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. Love that story.